you're on. So that's the most important one, is this one here tonight.
And we only need one more point, right?
Right, that's all we need, one more point. A few more than that would always be nice, but I'll take one more. Yeah. So, no, just good teams going at each other. It's good to see Kurt back in the league here. Obviously he played here. I remember when he played at Carroll for Gary, and now Gary's still over there on the bench with the women. It's, that's one thing really unique about the Frontier Conference. And we got a good crowd here tonight, even though there's a big crosstown high school game, with Bozeman playing West tonight. But, should be a great atmosphere and hopefully a tremendous outcome for the Bears.
Good luck, Coach.
All right, thanks a lot.
Yep, thank you, and let's get a big W.
All right, hi to my wife and my son. Hope he's feeling better, and my sister and dad, and then his wife out there. I know they're all listening, and probably Peyton's listening too.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Coach. And Coach Dranko's always tough to play in the Frontier Conference. This conference is so even here, but this Carroll team really not missing a beat at this point as they changed coach. As Coach said, Kurt Paulson coming in, taking over the head coaching duties for Carson Cunningham. Carson moved on to Division I Incarnate Word, and just a great job here by Coach Paulson, I think, of really not missing a beat here with this Carroll team thus far, and has them rated the number 3 team in the nation. So it'll be a great game here tonight between these two ball clubs. It's always a good battle. Anytime you get two Frontier Conference teams going against one another, it's always fun to watch. We'll take us a little break here, about a 3-minute break. We'll come back and we'll talk about some stats in this game and the conference standings as we get set for our men's game. We'll be back in 3 minutes. And welcome back to the Fortin Center here as we get set for our men's game. We'll go over some matchups here, some stats for these two ball clubs. As far as points per game, it's Carroll averaging right at 100 points per game, Rocky at 92. Field goal percentage, The Batman Bears at 49% to 54% for the Saints. 3-pointers per game, it is 9 for the Saints, 9 for the Bears. 3-point shooting percentage, the Saints a better 3-point shooting team at 45% to 35% for the Bears. Free throw percentage, the Saints very well there as a team, shooting 83% to 75% for the Batman Bears. Rebounds per game, Bears out rebounding the Saints 45 to 36. And assists per game, 19 for the Bears and 16 for the Saints. Turnovers, they are about even there as well. Steals, the Batman Bears getting a few more steals per game, and blocks per game pretty much even as well. We'll take us a timeout. Cody can throw the standings up for the Frontier Conference there, as you'll see the Carroll College Saints, the number 3 team in the nation, leading the Frontier Conference, and we'll come back in a couple minutes and talk a little bit about the individual scoring here for these two ball clubs. And welcome back as we'll go through the stats for the Carroll College Saints. They are led in scoring by Matt Burnham with 22 points per game, followed by Matt Wyman with 19, Dane Warp with 19, and Caliget with 12 points. Campbell with 9 as well. Coach Mulvey assistant athletic director Mr. Mulvey gonna jump in and talk. He's trying to put that headset on. He can't figure it out, huh? You want me to show you how to put it on? You want me to show you how to put that on? There you go. Now we can talk. So, Mr. Mulvey, let's talk a little bit about the Frontier Conference. Kind of a tough conference as always. We got 5 women's teams in the top 25 and some men's teams as well. Just your thoughts a little bit on the conference this year compared to some past years.
It's every year going to get better and better and better. And I think one reason why we have 5 in the top 25 with women is because we've been hosting the national tournament and the respect that we've gained throughout the country, and our teams go play non-conference schedule that rivals anybody's, and they're going and beating, Western's case, going and beating some top 25 programs, and very well respected top 25 programs. So, and again, on the men's side, it's always been competitive, and Frontier is very well respected around the country.
Jeff, talk a little bit about that tournament that was down in Phoenix. It's the Frontier Classic or whatever it is, but that's the Frontier Conference kind of puts that on, or how's that work?
Yeah, it's each program in the league takes kind of a turn running it. This last season was Providence, and they get some high-quality teams that we're going to see more than likely in the Metro in March with Lady of the Lakes and those programs, and Arizona Christian. They're solid, both men and women, and so it's a challenge to go down there, and we're holding our own. And Western went 3-0. We went 1-2. Carroll went 2-1, and had both our women had a shot at being 3-0 and lost a couple close ones. So
yeah, just a great opportunity though to go down there and play some good competition on a neutral floor.
Yeah, it's hard to get programs, especially quality NAIA programs, to come to Billings in the winter, and so we found a place to go. It's relatively pretty inexpensive to get there. You get 3 quality games, and plus the weather's nice, so they like it.
Why did we stay here?
Well, we weren't invited.
Oh, I see. Looks like there's somebody here who wants to talk to you, so
all right.
I better let you go. Thanks, Jeff.
You bet.
Then he gets up and leaves. We'll jump into the Battling Bears here. They're led in scoring this season by Jared Samuelson. He is averaging 21 points per game as well as 8 rebounds per game. Lucas Vining with 11 points per game. Satchel McDonald at 10.6. Danny Betcher at 9.1 points per game. And Brandon DeBoy at 9 points per game as well. Both these ball teams very familiar with each other, and just look for a great ball game here. Another one as we just finished up. The Carroll women coming out on top of the Rocky women tonight in a tough matchup here. That score was Carroll 58, Rocky 50. We're going to take a couple-minute timeout here, and we'll get set for our national anthem as the Hooded Warriors of Warrior Wishes of Montana will present our colors, and we'll have our national anthem coming up, and then our starting lineups for tonight's ball game. And welcome back here to the Thornton Center as we get set for our men's game as the Battling Bears take on the Carroll College Saints. Carroll coming in here as the number 3 team in the nation as we get set for our national anthem.
this time, we ask that you stand, remove any headgear, and direct your attention to the south end of the gym as our good friends from Warrior Wishes, Montana present the colors. Please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem, performed by Rocky Mountain College alum Gerald Giebing.
And now we get set here for tonight's men's game as we have our starting lineups. First of all, for Carroll College and head coach Kurt Paulson, it'll be number 2, Dane Warp, a 6'4 junior out of Havre, Montana. Number 12 is Matt Burnham, a 6'8 senior from Spangle, Washington. Number 22 is Shamrock Campbell, a 6'1 freshman from Spokane, Washington. Number 24 is Matt Wyman, a 6'7 senior from Great Falls. And number 31 is Ife Kalaje, a 6'2 senior out of Rancho Palos Verdes, California. And for the Battling Bears of Rocky Mountain College and head coach Bill Drykosen, assisted by Sean McKee and James Bowick and Len Wilkins. It's number 3, Brandon DeBoy, a 5'9 sophomore out of Box Elder, Montana. Number 22 is Danny Betcher, a 6'7 senior out of Billings, Montana. Number 24 will be Craig Wilmore, a 6'3 senior from Daytona Beach, Florida. Number 33 is Lucas Vining, a 6'4 junior from Great Falls, Montana. And rounding out the starting lineup tonight will be number 34, Jared Samuelson, a 6'7 junior from Billings, Montana. Our referees tonight will be Tess, Flatlow, and Jefferson. It'll be Betcher jumping for the Battling Bears. And it looks like he will go up against, guess I better get my scorecard flipped over here. Matt Wyman going up against Betcher. Carroll College, the number 3 team in the nation. We're set, ready to go. And it's going to be controlled as the Saints have the basketball. Kalaje has it. Goes to Warp. Warp on the right side. They swing it around. Kalaje has it on the left side. Underneath, and the head and shoulders fake as it is going to be Match Burnham taking it to the basket for 2 as the Saints get on the scoreboard first here. Brandon the boy with it. Goes to Wilmore. Wilmore with it. Round to Samuelson, the boy. Lobs it inside to Betcher, and Betcher's going to be fouled inside. It's going to go against Dane Warp. As Betcher will go to the line to shoot a couple. And Betcher at the line for 2. Betcher shoots 84% on the season. Can't get that one to fall. Second one by Betcher rolls around and uses all the rim, but he gets it to fall. Battling Bears on the scoreboard. 2-1, Saints on top. Just underway here. Nice crowd on hand here tonight at the Fortin Center, First Interstate Bank Court. As the Saints have the basketball, it looks like Rocky in a man-to-man defense here, maybe playing a little, yes, man-to-man it looks like. Shot is up, no good, and the rebound comes down. Samuelson, the boy, brings it up quickly up the right side. Brandon goes to Vining, Vining with it. Vining, spin move, free throw line, ball's going to be knocked loose, and it's going to be Dane Warp coming out of there with it. Kalache is going to be fouled on the backside by Craig Wilmore, I believe, as Craig will pick up his first personal foul. Kawajaye at the line to shoot 2. .76% free throw shooter on the season. This Saints team, a very good free throw shooting team on the season, about 83% as a team. As he goes 1 for 2, Saints on top, 3-1. The boy brings it across the timeline. Goes to Vining. Vining looking for a screen, goes to Betcher. Betcher around the boy. Wilmore on the wheel. Going against Dane Warp, goes up, it's up and good. Craig Wilmore, 4-2. We're tied 3-3. Our first tie of the ball game as Kawache and Betcher get their feet tangled up. Rocky comes out with the basketball. The boy underneath gets it out to Wilmore. Wilmore with it. Underneath to Samuelson, and he's going to be fouled. It'll be Match Burnham picking up the personal foul against Jared Samuelson. Rocky basketball underneath their own basket. The boy will inbound it. The boy gets it into Vining. Vining in the corner, inside to Wilmore, back outside. Samuelson for 3 is going to be off the right side. And the rebound comes down to Burnham. Saints quickly up the floor as it is going to be Warp with the long three-pointer. Vining gets the rebound. We're tied 3-3. Vining to Betcher. Back to Vining. Samuelson, the boy. Brandon with it out front. Goes to Betcher. They swing it to Vining. Samuelson. Shot clock at 10. Vining with the basketball out on top. Vining tries to go baseline. Nothing there. Skip pass to Wilmore. Wilmore three-pointer right side. In and out, no good. Ball fought for. Comes down to the Saints. And they'll bring it up. Campbell across the timeline. Campbell sets things up. Goes to Warp on the left side. Swings around Kawache. Back to Campbell. To Warp. Burnham. To Warp. Warp free throw line. Takes it in, and it's going to be punted at... that was a 47-yard punt there with no return. It'll be Saints basketball on the baseline. Saints inbound the basketball underneath their own basket. Get it to Warp. Warp has it. 18 on the shot clock. Warp in the paint. Kicks out. They swing. Burnham has the three-pointer is up and good. Excuse me, that was Wyman. Betcher to the boy. The boy puts up a long three-pointer, and Brandon hits a deep three. Coming back, Kalache puts one up. It's good from 17. Kawajai gets two. The boy with it on the right side. Goes to Wilmore. Wilmore swings it around. Samuelson to Vining. Vining trying to go baseline. Nothing there. Kicks it out to Betcher. Betcher. They get it inside to Samuelson. He goes to work inside the paint. Shots up. No good. It'll be off of the Saints. The boy will inbound the basketball for the Battling Bears. 16:03 to go here in the first half. 8-6 Carroll on top. Isaac Martell coming in for Vining. Reagan Sheen coming in for Jared Samuelson. The boy will inbound it. As it comes back the other way. And the Saints go to Dane Warp for two in transition. And the boy comes back. Carroll on top, 10-6 over the Battling Bears. Wilmore with it. Wilmore takes it to the hole. He'll put it down for two hard. Craig Wilmore for two. Saints come back the other way, and Brandon the boy knocks the ball on the floor. And Reagan Sheen fighting for it. It goes inside the Warp, and shot is up and blocked inside, I believe, by Betcher. But it's going to be Matt Wyman for two on the putback. 12-8. Carroll on top. Wilmore with the basketball. Goes to Martell. Martell out on top to Sheen. Goes to the boy. Brandon penetrates. Nothing there. Danny Betcher for three, and Betcher hits a deep three-pointer from the top of the key. 12-11. Rocky cuts it back to a one-point ball game. Warp with the ball on the far side. Kalache with it. Campbell goes to Warp. Warp has it stolen away by Martell. The ball's on the floor, and going to have a timeout on the floor, I believe, as Carroll calling a timeout with the ball on the floor. Carroll 12, Rocky 11, 14:38 to go, a 30-second timeout. $12-11 Rocky, 12-11 Carroll on top. Get that right. $14:38 to go here in the first half. Wyman will inbound the basketball for the Saints in front of the Rocky bench. Gets it into Kalache. Samuelson will come in next dead ball for the Battling Bears. Wyman with it. Wyman dumps underneath as Barnum goes up for two as Matt Burnham picks up two more. 14-11, Carroll on top. Satchel McDonald has it on the right side. He came in that last dead ball. The boy has it. Brandon goes to McDonald. Satchel for three. It's good. Satchel McDonald hits a deep three-pointer. We're tied 14-14, our second tie of the ball game. Ball goes far side. Wyman dumps inside as Burnham, nice head and shoulders fake, gets the basket. Match Burnham for two more, 16-14. Saints on top. Satchel McDonald comes back. Goes to Reagan Sheen to Isaac Martell. Martell has it far side. We got a whistle and a foul. Got a foul on the play. We'll see what that is. It's going to go against the Saints. Ostaford picks up the personal foul. 13:32 to go here in the first half. Carroll on top of Rocky by 2. 16-14, back in a minute. (16-14). Carroll on top. 13:32 to go here in the first half. It'll be Rocky basketball underneath. Satchel McDonald will inbound the basketball. Waiting for Mr. Tesh to get into position here. McDonald has it. Gets it into Samuelson. Samuelson has it on the right side. Jared with it. Clayton Ledeen came into the game. Swings it around to McDonald. Ledeen. Samuelson turns around. Jumper from the free throw line. Good. Jared Samuelson. We're tied 16-16, our third tie of the ball game. Campbell, and we got a whistle and a foul. Ledeen picks up the personal foul. It's his first. 3 team fouls on Carroll, 2 on Rocky. Carroll gets the ball inbounds to Campbell. Campbell with it on the perimeter. Guarded by Ledeen, and Ledeen's going to pick up another foul. Lucas Vining will come in. Three team fouls apiece here in the first half. Campbell with it, guarded by Satchel McDonald. Hands off Kalache. Kalache goes underneath. Nowhere to go with it. Dumps it off. And it's going to be Burnham going up, but he's going to be fouled inside. As Reagan Sheen will pick up the personal foul. Burnham at the line. First one is up and good. Burnham with 7 points in the ball game here. 12:48 to go in the first half. Second one is good as well. So he goes 2 for 2 from the line. And we're going to reset the shot clock. Satchel McDonald will bring it up for the Battling Bears. He'll be picked up by Campbell. Saints playing man-to-man defense here. As Samuelson with it, out on top near the free throw line, dumps to McDonald. McDonald with it, goes inside. Samuelson, spin move off the glass, can't get it to finish. Reagan Sheen can't get the rebound. Kalaje comes back. Kalaje looking for a screen out on top. Guarded there by Satchel McDonald. Tries to find a hole, goes up, and we got a whistle and foul. He's going to get the basket. Satchel McDonald picking up his first personal foul. Kawajaye at the charity stripe. He is 1 for 2 tonight. Rocky in their gold uniforms, green numbers tonight. Carroll in their purple with gold numbers. Kalaje gets the second one to fall. Satchel McDonald brings it up, goes right side to Wilmore. Wilmore looking for a screen out there, goes to Samuelson. Around to McDonald. Sheen wide open, takes the three-pointer, back iron, no good. And Warp comes down with the rebound for the Saints. 21-16, Saints on top of the Battling Bears here. 11:51 to go in the first half. On the women's side, it was Carroll with an 8-point win, 58-50 over the Bears in the first game. McDonald brings it around. Wilmore, three-pointer, top the key, back iron, no good. Reagan Sheen goes up, and he's going to be fouled. Going to go against Campbell. Rocky basketball underneath their own basket. Satchel McDonald will pull the trigger here. Rocky basketball as we had a countdown there as one of the Carroll players had some time to stop a nosebleed. Ball comes into Vining. Vining has it. Vining taking it down the right side, kicks it back out to Satchel McDonald. Jared Samuelson hits a deep three-pointer. Saints come back the other way. Campbell with it out on top. Campbell. Kalaje with it. Going against Satchel McDonald. They dump it in the corner to Warp. Dane Warp tries to go baseline against Wilmore. Nothing there. Back to Campbell. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Campbell pulls up. Free throw line jumper. No good. Satchel McDonald with the rebound. Bears can tie it with the 2. Take the lead with the 3 here. Down 21-19. Craig Wilmore with it. Wilmore goes to McDonald. McDonald looking inside to Reagan Sheen. Nothing there. Back out to Wilmore. They swing it. Lucas Vining goes to Sheen. Satchel McDonald puts the ball on the floor. Nothing there. Out to Samuelson for 3. Jared back iron. No good. Rebound Kalaje as he'll get it to Warp. Warp will bring it down the right side. And Warp's going to slip. Ball's on the floor. And we're going to have a travel. Rocky basketball in the backcourt. Matt Wyman coming back in. The boy coming back in for the Bears for Satchel McDonald. Betcher coming in as well. Vining will inbound the basketball right in front of the Rocky bench. Gets it to the boy. The boy to Vining. Vining goes to Betcher. Betcher swings it around. Brandon has it. The boy goes to Vining. Vining with it on the right side. 12 on the shot clock. Samuelson, 17-footer, is going to be short. Rebound comes down to Wyman, and the Saints will bring it up. Wyman at the point. Calijay with it. Guarded there by the boy. Dumps off to Burnham. Burnham going against Samuelson. Goes up. Shot is good. Match Burnham. 2 more for Burnham. That's 10 on the night for him. 23-19. Carroll on top of Rocky by 4. Lucas Vining pulls up deep three-pointer. Back iron. No good. Samuelson gets the rebound. It's going to be stripped out of bounds. It'll be Rocky basketball. Timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout. Carroll on top. 23-19. 19 to go here in the first half. $9:19 to go. Carroll on top, 23-19 over Rocky. Brandon the boy inbounds the basketball. The boy gets it out to Betcher. Betcher with it. The boy brings it around the left side. He'll set things up here. They got Samuelson inside. Now they go to Wilmore on the point. Wilmore back to the boy. Brandon trying to get open, dumps it off to Samuelson. Double team. Brandon the boy for 3. And Brandon hits his second one as he is 2 for 2 from the three-point line here tonight. 23-22. Carroll on top of Rocky by 1. 8:49 to go here in the first half. Burnham takes it to the hole. We got a whistle and a foul. It's going to go against Betcher. Danny Betcher picking up his first personal foul. Calijay will inbound the basketball. Very even ball game thus far here in the first half, and we got a whistle away from the basketball. Vining going to pick up the personal foul. Osterford at the line for a 1-and-1. Gets the first one, so he is awarded a second one. 24-22, Saints on top by 2. Osterford gets, that one's going to bounce off, no good. Rocky can tie this or take the lead. Craig Wilmore, three-pointer, and Rocky takes the lead at the 8:32 mark here in the first half. 25-24 on a three-pointer by Craig Wilmore. Calijay has it. He's going to put up the two-pointer, 17-footer is good, and the Saints take the lead back. 26-25, the boy takes it to the hole, nothing there, kicks it out to Wilmore. Wilmore gets inside, goes up, and no good, but he's going to be fouled. Craig will go to the line to shoot a couple. Foul's going to go against Burnham. That'll be his second personal foul. 5 team fouls on Carroll here with 8 minutes to go in the first half. Craig Wilmore at the line. .66% free throw shooter, and Craig gets the first one to fall. We're tied 26-26. Craig Wilmore set for the second one. And we're going to have a lane violation. It's good. Rocky putting on some full court pressure here. Rocky on top, 27-26. 7:56 to go in the first half. Callajay with it. Goes to Wyman. Wyman trying to go against Vining. Ball's on the floor, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds as Lucas Vining headed into the stands. .13 on the shot clock. Carroll basketball. Callajay has it. Goes to Wyman. Dumps inside, shot put up there by Selection, no good. And it's Samuelson with the rebound. Craig Wilmore brings it up, hands it off to the boy. Brandon with it. The boy, another deep three-pointer, and this one's going to be strong, but Samuelson knocks it out, and it's going to be out of bounds. Betcher trying to go to Jared inside. Carroll basketball in the backcourt. Rocky on top by one, 27-26, 7:10 to go. Callajay with it. Wyman. Ball goes inside. Now they kick it back out. Wyman with it. Callajay on top. 14 on the shot clock. Callajay goes inside to Villa. Outside, and it is going to be at the buzzer by Campbell for 2. And Carroll takes the lead back 28-27. The boy with it goes to Lucas Vining. Vining looking for a screen there, nothing there. Goes to Samuelson, back to the boy. Brandon goes to Craig Wilmore. Inside, Jared Samuelson goes up, it's good. And Jared will go to the line to shoot one. Foul's going to go against Campbell. That'll be his second. Jared Samuelson gets the basket. He'll go to the line to shoot one. 29-28, Rocky on top by one. 6:21 to go here in the first half. We have a media timeout. Back in a minute. Rocky on top, 29-28. 6:21 to go. Jared Samuelson will be at the line to shoot a free throw, trying to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Reagan Sheen at the scorer's table. He'll be coming in for Jared. First trip to the line tonight for Jared. 85% free throw shooter on the season. And he finds the bottom of the net on that one. Rocky up by 2, 30-28. Kalaje brings it up. Kalaje going against Brandon the boy. Wyman with it, goes to Warp. Warp going against Wilmore. Kalaje going against Brandon the boy to Wyman. Dumps inside, Scarace, and he's going to be whistled for a travel. Turnover to Rocky. 6:01 to go here in the first half. The boy with it as Brandon will cross the timeline on the left side. The boy goes far side to Wilmore, inside to Vining. Vining finds Betcher underneath, and Danny Betcher for two on the assist from Lucas Vining. Kalaje with it out there in front. Kalaje goes to Warp. Warp tries to get inside, puts up the floater in the paint for two. 32 Rocky with the lead and the basketball. Brandon the boy across the timeline, looks inside. Saints in a 2-3 zone defense here. Reagan Sheen with it. Back outside to Vining, goes far side. No, they go inside to Wilmore, now to Vining. Vining, nothing there. Goes the boy, and Brandon gets it far side. 8 on the shot clock. Craig Wilmore goes by everybody, puts it up soft off the glass for two. Nice move by Craig Wilmore. Rocky on top by 4, 34-30. Matt Wyman takes it to the hole, and he gets two. The boy comes back the other way for the Battling Bears. Brandon goes to Wilmore. Wilmore to Betcher. Betcher, Wilmore inside to Vining. Vining with it, goes back out to Wilmore. Craig for three on the left side, no good. Rebound comes down to the Saints, and Kalaje will bring it across the timeline. Wyman goes in the corner to Villa. Villa takes it to the hole and gets it to go. As we are tied once again, 34-34, 4:07 to go here in the first half. Wilmore with it. Lucas Vining goes to the boy. Brandon looks inside. Nothing there. Brings it back out. Wilmore, the boy in the corner. Nice head and shoulders fake. Gets on the baseline. Puts up the 10-footer. Good by Brandon the boy. Brandon the boy with 8 points. As they got to respect that three-point shot. Got inside, pulled up, took a nice baseline jumper. 36-34, Rocky on top. Kalaje tries to get the lead back. It's no good. Rebound, Wilmore goes high. And Craig will hand it off to the boy. The boy with it. Out on top. Sheen at the high post for the Bears. Lucas Vining with it, goes to Wilmore. Wilmore finds Betcher inside the boy. Brandon, three-pointer right side, rolls over, no good, and Craig Wilmore goes high for the rebound. They swing it around Vining, new 30-second shot clock. Betcher goes underneath to Wilmore. Vining with it. Vining finds Brandon the boy for three. It's good. Brandon the boy hits his third three-pointer of the night on the left side. 39-34. 2:38 to go. Kalaje with it. Goes to Warp. Warp with it. Down in the corner to Wyman. Kalaje pulls up, floater, no good. Rebound comes down to Vining. Craig Wilmore with the basketball. Brandon the boy with it. The boy has the ball out on top. Goes to Wilmore. Wilmore looks inside, goes to Vining. Vining, spin move inside. He's going to be blocked inside. And the ball is going to be around. Brandon the boy picks it up. Three seconds on the shot clock. Going to have a 30-second timeout on the floor by Carroll. Rocky on top, 39-34, 1:49 to go here in the first half. Back after this. Rocky basketball in the front court. Craig Wilmore will inbound it. 3 seconds on the shot clock. They go to Samuelson for three. It's going to be off the iron, no good. Vining kicks it out to Betcher. Betcher puts up the three. It's good. Danny Betcher hits a big three-pointer, his second three of the ball game. And Rocky on top by 8, 42-34. Saints take the ball in the hole. That's Dane Warp for two. 42-36, 1:21 to go here in the first half. Brandon the boy with it out on top. Goes to Wilmore. Wilmore dumps underneath the Vining. Skip pass. Betcher. Betcher, another three-pointer. This one's going to be long. Rebound fought for as it'll stay with Rocky. It is off of Villa. Lucas Vining will inbound the basketball, gets it into the boy, and Brandon has it with 30 on the shot clock. Vining to the boy. And the ball as Brandon the boy steps on the sideline. 56 seconds to go here in the first half. Rocky on top, 42-36. Carroll with the basketball. Carroll women won the first game, 58-50 over the Bears. Dane Warp with it out on top. Warp is going to have it knocked loose. Carroll basketball, far side, front court, 16 on the shot clock. Callajay with it, hands off to Warp. Ball's on the floor and it's going to be knocked loose. Warp tries to go to Callajay, does, and it's going to be out of bounds off of the Saints on a block shot by Brandon the boy against Callajay. And it'll go off of the Saints. Rocky basketball, shot clock shut off here. 26 seconds to go in the first half. Rocky on top, 42-36. Lucas with the basketball out on top. 11 seconds on the clock. Lucas goes to Betcher. Betcher looks inside to Samuelson. The ball's going to be knocked loose. And Brandon the boy takes it to the hole, dumps off to Lucas Vining for two at the buzzer. Lucas Vining for two on the great assist by Brandon the boy. And the Bears on top, 44-36 here at halftime over the Saints from Carroll College. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, come back and give you some halftime stats. And welcome back to the Fortin Center on the campus of Rocky Mountain College. We're at halftime of the men's game. It's Rocky on top of Carroll, 44-36. Some scoring, first of all, for Carroll. It's Burnham with 10 points, Warp with 6, Campbell with 2, Wyman with 7, Callajay with 8, Villa with 2, and Osterford with 1. They had 4 turnovers in the first half, 9 rebounds, 2 offensive, 7 defensive rebounds. They're shooting 63% from the field, 20% from the three-point line, and 71% from the charity stripe. For the Battling Bears, it's Danny Betcher with 9 points, Samuelson with 8, Brandon DeBoy with 11, Craig Wilmore with 11, Vining with 2, and McDonald with 3. They have 4 turnovers as well, 16 rebounds, 8 offensive and 8 defensive rebounds. They're shooting 51% from the floor, 42% from the three-point line, and 80% from the charity stripe. Points in the paint, Carroll with 22, Rocky with 12. Second chance points, Rocky with 12-2 for the Saints. Carroll is led by 5 points, their biggest lead. Rocky's biggest lead was 8. We have had 6 ties in the ball game and 5 lead changes in this first half. Looking for an exciting second half as we got one big line out there for Papa Shot. I'll tell you what, we need to put the other baskets down, it looks to me like. But we got a great ball game going here between the Battling Bears of Rocky Mountain College and the Saints from Carroll College. Got a nice crowd, just a great atmosphere in the Fortin Center here tonight. And looking forward to a great second half. I'm going to take a little break and I'll be back and we'll get you set for that second half.
Fans, don't forget to purchase your 50/50 raffle tickets. Tonight's 50/50 tickets are being sold by Warrior Wishes, Montana. 1 ticket for $1, 6 tickets for $5, and an arm's length for $10. So come on down and buy your 50/50 raffle tickets. We'll make the drawing halfway through the second half of tonight's game. let's help him out. All right, that'll wrap up tonight's Papa Shot. Big round of applause for tonight's contestants.
And welcome back to the Fortin Center as we get set for our second half action. It'll be the same starters, it looks like, for the second half as the first half. First of all, for Carroll College, it'll be Warp, Burnham, Campbell, Wyman, and Cowajay. For the Bowman Bears, it'll be the Boy, Betcher, Wilmore, Vining, and Samuelson. It'll be Rocky ball to get us started here in the second half. We have 20 minutes left in regulation, 44-36 here at halftime. Rocky on top. In the women's game earlier tonight, it was Carroll coming out on top by the score of 58-50 in that contest. It'll be Vining inbounding the basketball on the far side. He'll go to the boy, and Brandon brings it across the timeline. Goes to Wilmore. Wilmore with it. Saints come out man-to-man defense here to start this second half. Wilmore, far side to Betcher. Betcher, they swing it around the boy. Brandon has it, goes to Vining, inside to Betcher. Betcher goes up, and he's going to be fouled. As Dane Warp is going to pick up his second personal foul. Danny Betcher will go to the line. Betcher 1 for 2 tonight from the free throw line. And this one will be off the back iron. Danny typically an 84% free throw shooter on the season. Goes 1 for 3 thus far tonight. Danny's second one is up and good. He goes 2 for 4 on the night. Rocky's biggest lead by 9, 45-36. Just underway here in the second half. Carroll, Warp with the basketball out on top. Goes to Campbell. Kilache. They get it inside. Wyman. Matt Wyman getting into the paint, and he's going to be fouled. Lucas Vining will pick up his second personal foul. Wyman and Vining, probably both from Great Falls. And Wyman's first attempt on the night is going to be off. 1 to go. Wyman's second free throw finds the bottom of the net. 45-37. Saints putting a little full court pressure on here. Brandon the boy is going to be stolen away by Warp. Warp comes back the other way, and we got a charge. Is going to go against Dane Warp, and that's huge because Warp picks up 2 quick fouls here in less than a minute to start this second half. Greg Wilmore gets the inbounds pass. He'll get it back to Betcher. Betcher with it. Betcher goes to Wilmore. Wilmore on the right side. The boy comes and gets the ball on top, takes it down the left side. Brandon back out to Betcher on top. They go to Samuelson. Back to the boy. Into Samuelson. Samuelson looks for the hole, goes up, no good, and it's stolen away. Jared goes up, and he's going to be fouled on the putback as Jared fighting for the rebounds there. As Wyman picks up his first personal foul. Jared Samuelson at the free throw line. He is 1 for 1 tonight. He'll be shooting 2. 85% shooter on the season from the free throw line. Gets the first one to fall. Rocky took their first lead, 25-24 in this ball game at the 8:35 mark in the first half. Samuelson gets them both to fall. Rocky on top by 10. That's their biggest lead of the night. The boy guarding Campbell. Wyman with it. Callajay goes to Campbell. Campbell. And it's going to be stolen away as Craig Wilmore runs it down, and he's going to lose control. It'll go to the Saints. Saints basketball. Campbell has it out on top. He penetrates, free throw line jumper, and gets it. Campbell for 2 more. The boy with it, brings it across the timeline. Brandon has it on the left side. Brandon goes to Samuelson. Jared puts it on the floor. Jump stop goes up, it's good. Jared Samuelson for 2 more. Jared with 6, 3, 9, 11, 12 points. 49-39. Bears on top of Carroll. Carroll, the number 3 team in the nation. And Jared Samuelson's going to pick up his first personal foul. 2 team fouls on Rocky, 3 on Carroll here early in this first half. 17:40 to go. Callajay will inbound it. Gets it. Burnham puts it up, and we got a whistle and a foul. Is going to go against the boy. And Burnham will shoot 3, gets the first one to go. And the second one's going to be off the back iron, no good. Burnham with 1 more, as he was shooting the 3-point shot. He gets 2 of 3, 49-41. Betcher with it. Betcher goes to Wilmore to Vining. Skip pass to inside the boy, but it's going to be stolen away in there by Burnham. Saints with the basketball in the front court. Wyman with it, looks inside. Burnham has it, tries to go baseline. Spin move, goes up, no good. Rebound comes down. And it's going to be Samuelson coming up with a loose ball as Craig Wilmore brings it across the timeline. Craig trying to get in the paint, nothing doing, goes to the boy, far side. Samuelson 3-pointer, and this one's going to be off the back iron. Comes back the other way as Campbell goes to Wyman. Wyman has it, goes in the paint, and he's going to be fouled. Lucas Vining going to pick up his 3rd personal foul. Isaac Martell will come into the ball game. Matt Wyman at the line. He's 1 of 2 tonight. No, excuse me. Yes, 1 of 2. First one is up and good by Wyman. 49-42, 16:50 to go in the ball game. Isaac Martell comes in for Lucas Vining. Lucas has to sit with those 3 personal fouls. And Vining gets them both to go, or Wyman gets them both to go. Satchel McDonald set to come in. Little full court pressure here by the Saints as Brandon DuBois gets it, takes it to the hole, puts it up, no good. And the rebound comes down to Burnham. And the Saints come back. Campbell across the timeline on the far side. Campbell goes to Warp, guarded there by Martell. They swing it around. Wyman. Burnham has it, guarded there by Samuelson. Out to Wyman. Wyman takes it in the paint, and we got a whistle and a foul. Jared Samuelson picking up the foul. McDonald and Sheen coming in for the Bears. Rocky on top, 49-43, 16:14 to go. It'll be Warp inbounding the basketball. Warp gets it into Burnham. 16 on the shot clock. Warp, Burnham. And this one's coming right at me. Thought we were going to get in the action there, Mr. Mulby. Rocky basketball right in front of us. Craig Wilmore will inbound it. Going to have a media timeout on the floor. 16:02 to go here in the ball game. Rocky on top, 49-43. Back in a minute. $16:02 to go in the ball game. Rocky on top, 49-43 here. Craig Wilmore will inbound the basketball right in front of us here at the scorer's table, half court. Satchel McDonald to get the ball in the backcourt for the Bears. He'll bring it up against Campbell. They go to Wilmore, skip back, goes to Martell. McDonald has it, gets in the paint, nothing there, goes to Samuelson, back out to Wilmore, 15 on the shot clock. They swing it around Martell. Martell goes baseline, puts up the runner, good. Isaac Martell for two on a nice baseline move. Big basket for Isaac. 51-43. Rocky on top. Looks like the Bears going to go to a little 2-3 zone defense themselves here, coming out of that timeout. Campbell has it. Calijay, they go inside. Barnum puts it up. Match Burnham with two on the free throw line jumper. Satchel McDonald brings it up the right side, looking for a screen there. Brings it around. Wilmore with it. Goes to Samuelson. Jared, free throw line. Kicks it back out to Satchel McDonald. 11 on the shot clock. They go to Craig Wilmore for three, far side. And Craig Wilmore hits a big three-pointer. His second three of the ball game. 54-45. Rocky up by 9. Their biggest lead tonight has been 10 points. And Burnham is going to be blocked there by Samuelson. And it's Wilmore, comes to Martell. Martell baseline three-pointer is going to be off, no good. And the Warp comes back the other way for the Saints. Kicks it out. Burnham, top of the key, three-pointers, no good. Rebound comes down to Wilmore. Satchel McDonald walks it up. Bears on top, 54-45, 14-11 to go. Saints, the number 3 team in the nation in the NAIA. Isaac Martell with it, gets it into Samuelson. Samuelson bangs, steps back, 8-footer from the baseline for Jared Samuelson, two-pointer. Dane Warp comes back the other way, goes up. Reagan Sheen is going to be whistled for the foul. Foul's gonna go against Reagan Sheen. He picks up his second personal. Timeout on the floor. 13:52 to go in the ball game. Rocky on top, 56-47. 13:52 to go in our ball game here. Rocky on top, 56-47 over Carroll. And Dane Warp will go to the line to try to finish off the old-fashioned three-point play. His first trip to the line tonight. And it's going to be off the rim, no good, and rebound comes down to Satchel McDonald. And Satchel will bring it up the right side, hands off to Wilmore. Wilmore goes to Sheen. Sheen swings it around, Martell back to Sheen. To Martell. Betcher. They try to go inside. It's going to be stolen away by Burnham. Gets it up ahead to Warp, and Satchel McDonald nearly gets a steal. Saints get it in. It's going to be out of bounds off of they're going to say it's going to stay with Carroll. Callajay with it, goes far side. Burnham, Warp has it, puts up the 8-footers, no good. Burnham with the rebound, goes up, and he's going to be fouled by Sheen. Reagan Sheen picks up his third personal foul. Match Burnham at the line. Burnham is 4 of 5 from the line tonight. Burnham, second one, in and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Betcher. 56-48, 13:08 to go in the ball game. Betcher is going to hand it off to Martell. Martell to Sheen. Sheen goes to Wilmore. McDonald, Wilmore around to Betcher. Reagan Sheen at the top, hands it off to McDonald. Satchel has it, 9 on the shot clock. Satchel tries to go in, does, shots no good. Rebound comes down Wyman. And it's Craig Wilmore with the steal coming back the other way. Craig kicks it back to Betcher, and Betcher will hand it back to Craig. Craig playing a great game tonight. I don't think he's subbed out of this ball game yet. I think he's played about every minute of the ball game. And it's going to be Craig getting the loose ball, takes it to the hole. It's up and good. 2 points, Craig Wilmore. Callajay with it. They get it inside, goes to Wyman. Wyman shot is up and good. Matt Wyman for 2. 58-50. 12:03 to go in the ball game. Satchel McDonald brings it across the timeline. Satchel out on top, goes to Wilmore. Wilmore comes out. Betcher. McDonald, 8 on the shot clock. Satchel McDonald, three-pointer, top of the key is good. Satchel McDonald hits a three-pointer as the shot clock is going down. Rocky's biggest lead, 11 points, 61-50. 11:27 to go. Carroll came into this game averaging right at 100 points per game. And the ball's going to be knocked loose. And Matt Wyman picks it up, gets a turnaround jumper for 2. Satchel McDonald comes back the other way. Isaac Martell, three-pointer from the corner is no good. And Wyman goes up high for the rebound. Callajay comes back. Callajay puts up the three-pointer, no good. Betcher gets the rebound. And Callajay comes back the other way. Warp looks at the three, doesn't take it. Spin move, and it's going to be tipped up, and Burnham's going to come down with the basketball. Shot is put up, no good. Reagan Sheen with the two-pointer. Her rebound. Satchel McDonald with it. Satchel goes to Wilmore. Wilmore with it. Back to Satchel. 9 on the shot clock. Satchel McDonald kicks it to Betcher. We're going to have a charging foul. It's going to go against Satchel McDonald. Two fouls on Satchel, 8 team fouls on Rocky. Will not shoot, that's a player control foul. Carroll basketball. Calijay follows the ball up to the half court line, picks it up, goes to Wyman, back to Calijay, far side. Now they go inside Burnham, and it's going to be tied up, taken away there by Vining. And Lucas will bring it back the other way. The boy has it on the far side, goes inside the Betcher. Betcher going to work on the baseline, nothing there, puts it up, shot's no good, rebound Wyman. And Matt Wyman comes back the other way. Takes it to the hole, no good, rebound comes down to Samuelson. And he'll get it to the boy. Grant Wallace set to come in, next dead ball. The boy with it, out in front, goes to Ledeen. They swing it around Betcher. Now inside to Samuelson. We got a whistle and a foul. Osterford picks up his second personal. Rocky basketball. Ledeen will pull the trigger underneath. Ledeen gets it into Vining, back to Ledeen. They swing it around the boy. Brandon with it, 17 on the shot clock. Ledeen into Grant Wallace. Turnaround jumper, free throw line by Grant Wallace. Big basket by Grant coming in off the bench. 63-52, Rocky ties their biggest lead. Campbell with it. Wyman. Wyman goes to Campbell, far side. Now they dump inside. Burnham swings it. Calijay puts it up over Wallace. Shot's no good. Grant gets the rebound, and it'll be Brandon the boy bringing the ball up the floor. The boy with it, guarded by Campbell. Brandon puts up a deep three-pointers, no good, and the rebound comes down to the Saints. They go far side to Wyman. Wyman has it, kicks back outside, and Campbell for three, in and out, no good. Burnham with the rebound, knocked away by Lucas Vining, but it's going to be Grant Wallace stepping on the baseline. It'll stay with Carroll. Wyman with the basketball. Osterford with it. To Campbell. Calijay. Back to Campbell. They swing it around. Burnham with it. Campbell. Wyman, 14 on the shot clock. Wyman puts up the short jumper. Osterford gets the ball inside, and he's going to be fouled. Osterford goes to the line. He is 1 of 2 tonight. Craig Wilmore comes in for the boy. Osterford at the line. gets the first one to go. Rocky on top by 10, 63-53, 8:06 to go in the ball game. Nice crowd here tonight at the Fortin Center. And they're being treated to a nice ball game here on the men's side as well as the women. Carroll getting that win 58-50 as Osterford hits both free throws. Vining with it, goes to Wadine. Wadine goes to Wallace underneath to Samuelson. Jared can't finish. He's going to be fouled on the putback. Jared Samuelson goes to the charity stripe. Osterford picks up the personal foul. Jared back at the free throw line. He's 3 for 3 tonight. He'll be shooting a couple. 5 team fouls on Carroll, 9 on Rocky. Jared gets the first one to fall. Jared gets the second one to fall as well as he goes a perfect 5 for 5 tonight from the line. Rocky putting on a little 2-2-1 full court pressure here. 7:52 to go in the ball game. We're up by Rocky up by 11. Campbell with it, goes far side to Wyman. Wyman dumps on the baseline. Back outside to Campbell. They swing it down. Calijay. Wyman puts it on the floor, kicks it in the corner. Burnham shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Ladine. And Ladine will walk it up the floor. 7:21 to go. 65-54. Lucas Vining with the basketball for the Batland Bears. Vining goes to inside. And it's going to be Samuelson fighting for the ball. Gets it back out to Vining. They swing it around. Lucas has it on the right side. Looks inside to Wallace. Grant has it, can't handle the pass. And the turnover is going to go to the Saints. And Campbell brings it up across the timeline. Campbell goes far side. Calijay looks inside. Nice feed inside. Osterford for 2. Danny Betcher set to come in. Next dead ball as Craig Wilmore will go in for the nice little dunk there. A gentleman's dunk as he just dumped her down inside the basket. Campbell comes back the other way. Matt Wyman goes up against Jared Samuelson and Wyman gets 2. Vining with the ball on the far side. 67-58. Rocky on top, 6:08 to go in the ball game. Craig Wilmore with it. And it's Clayton Ladine for a long three-pointer. And Ladine runs down the loose ball as Vining knocks it out. Ladine swings it around to Wilmore. Wilmore with the basketball. Wilmore gets it inside to Vining. Lucas, spin move, nowhere to go, dumps underneath, and it's going to be Craig Wilmore on a two-handed slam on a great pass from Lucas Vining. Timeout on the floor, 69-58, Rocky on top, 5:34 to go in the ball game. It's a full timeout. Back after this.
201-652. 201-652. If you have the winning ticket number, you're the lucky recipient of $88. If you have that ticket, come on down to the PA booth. Again, that's a yellow ticket, number 201-652.
Going to be Carroll's basketball in the backcourt. 5:34 to go in regulation. 69-58. Rocky on top. Campbell with it on the left side. Goes to Calijay. Calijay will dribble down. Goes far side. Warp for three on the side. It's good. Dane Warp hits a deep three-pointer. His first three of the night. Rocky comes back. Betcher the other way. Betcher hands it off to Vining. Vining with it out on top. Goes to Wilmore. Wilmore looking for a screen there from Samuelson. They swing it around to Betcher. Ledeen has it. Takes it inside. Goes to Vining. 11 on the shot clock. Craig Wilmore with the basketball. Wilmore, long three-pointer, rolls around, no good. And it's going to be Burnham with the rebound. Saints come back the other way. Campbell with it on the far side. 69-61, 4:42 to go in the ball game. Campbell with it, goes to Calijay. Calijay inside, and we got a whistle and a foul is going to go against Ledeen as he picks up his third personal foul.
His third personal foul, team fifth. Correction, team 10. On the line for the Saints, number 24, Matt Wyman.
Wyman will be at the line to shoot a couple. And he gets the first one to go as the boy comes back in for the Battling Bears. It's going to be off. Rebound comes down Wilmore. And Craig will bring it up across the timeline. Goes to Vining. Vining with it. To Betcher, to the boy. Brandon with it. Brandon out on top. Campbell guarding him man-to-man here. Wilmore. Samuelson, three-pointer. Two-pointer. Excuse me, they say he was inside the arc. Jared for two, 71-62. Calijay with it out on top. Looks inside, Wyman swings it around Campbell. Campbell puts it on the floor, dumps out Calijay. Calijay going against Wilmore. Campbell, Calijay, three-pointer in the corner, no good, hits the cable. Out of bounds, Rocky basketball, 3:41 to go. Saints putting on some full court pressure. Betcher will inbound the basketball. Gets it into the boy, Brandon with it. And it's going to go to Rocky. Rocky basketball. Officials talking about something on the far side. Now we get back to play. Betcher will inbound it. Betcher gets it to Craig Wilmore. Wilmore will bring it up across the timeline. Gets it to the boy. Brandon with it out on top. The boy hands off to Vining. Vining goes to Samuelson. Wilmore. Betcher. Samuelson, they swing it around. Vining with it in the corner. 3:15 to go. 3 on the shot clock. Samuelson, long three-pointer from 10 feet behind the arc. Jared Samuelson just put a dagger in the Saints here as the Batland Bears got their biggest lead of 12 points on a deep three. And it's Vining getting the rebound off a missed three-pointer by Warp, and Jared Samuelson brings it back up the other way. 2:52 to go in the ball game. The boy with the basketball. Brandon goes to Wilmore. Wilmore with it. Craig has it, takes it to the hole, puts it up, partially blocked. Rebound, Samuelson, no good, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Calijay, it's going to stay with the Batland Bears. That ball just hung on the rim. Timeout on the floor, 2:31 to go in the ball game. Rocky on top, 74-62 over Carroll. Back after this. (74-62), 2:31 to go in the ball game. Rocky on top of the number 3 team in the nation, the Carroll College Saints. Rocky did receive some votes this past week. Bears travel to Butte on Saturday, take on the Tech. It'll be a doubleheader there. The women at 5:30, the men at 7:30. Vining gets it into Samuelson, hands off to the boy, back to Samuelson. Jared goes to Vining. Vining kicks it out to the boy. They swing it around. Betcher has it on the left side. Back to the boy, and Brandon will bring it back on top. Goes to Vining. Lucas with the ball, 15 on the shot clock. Lucas going against Warp. Lucas puts up the fadeaway jumper, in and out, no good. And Burnham comes back to Warp. Warp will bring it up the left side. Ball's on the floor, and Brandon DeBoy dives after it. They get it around. Campbell dumps it in the corner to Wyman. Wyman with it on the right side. Wyman puts it under his arm, goes to the hole. Vining with the rebound on the missed layup. Wyman guarding Vining. Goes to Betcher. Betcher. Brandon DeBoy for 3 in the corner. It's going to be long. And Betcher gets the rebound and put back for Danny Betcher. 2 points inside for Danny Betcher. 76-62. Rocky's biggest lead, 14 points. Warp is blocked by Samuelson. Burnham goes up, no good. Samuelson gets the rebound, and the boy will have it. And we got a technical foul. As Jared is going to pick up a technical foul. Campbell will go to the line to shoot his first trip to the line here tonight. And it will not go. It rolls off. And the second one goes for Campbell. Rocky basketball in the backcourt. 76-63. Brandon the boy gets the ball in the corner, calls a timeout.
Timeout called by your Batman Bears.
76-63. Rocky on top. 1:08 to go here in the ball game. Be a full timeout for Rocky. They have 2 left. Carroll College with 3 left. Rocky has 10 team fouls. Carroll with 5. Fans starting to file out of the Fortin Center here as Rocky holding this 12-point lead. 68 seconds to go in the ball game. Be a huge win for Coach Drykosen and the Battling Bears here. Craig Wilmore played outstanding tonight, as well as Samuelson, Brandon the boy, Danny Betcher, Lucas Vining, the starting 5 all played very well. Craig Wilmore will inbound it. Gets it into Vining. Lucas with it. Lucas goes to Craig Wilmore to Brandon the boy, and Brandon runs down the loose ball, and he'll bring it out on top. Goes to Wilmore. Wilmore goes to Samuelson underneath, and he'll be fouled by Calijay. Jared Samuelson goes to the line. He is perfect 5 for 5 tonight. He'll shoot a couple. That one's going to be off. Jared kind of working his shoulder a little bit there. That one is off as well. Calijay comes back the other way. Burnham gets away, throws it to Campbell in the corner. Shots up, no good. Rebound Vining. And Vining has it. Goes out, and he's going to throw it away. And it'll be Carroll basketball on the turnover. 36 seconds to go. Rocky on top, 76-63. Dane Warp hits a deep three-pointer on the left side. Vining with the basketball, gets it to Wilmore. Wilmore up ahead to Betcher. Betcher goes in for the two-handed dunk. Calijay comes back the other way to Campbell. Campbell back to Calijay for 3 on the right side. It's going to be long. Rebound fought for, and Samuelson will come down with it. And that's going to be it, folks. Rocky's going to get the big upset here tonight, 78-66 over the over the Saints from Carroll College. The number 3 team in the nation. We'll take us a 2-minute timeout, come back and get your stats after this.
Come watch the Battling Bears again host the Saints on January 17th as part of our military appreciation event. Women's game will start at 5:30 p.m. and will be followed by the men's game at 7:30 p.m. Again, thank you for attending tonight's game. Please drive home safely, and remember, go Battling Bears!
Good game.
Can I unplug your cord out of the scoreboard?
Yep. Stats. And once again, back here at the Fortin Center, Rocky coming out on top, 78-66. I guess we don't have any stats. I got one turnover for both teams there, so I don't think that's right. Rocky led at halftime by the score of 44-36, held on to that lead throughout the second half to come away with a 12-point lead over the number 3 win over the number 3 team in the nation, the Carroll College Saints. In the first game tonight, it was Carroll coming out on top of Rocky by the score of 58-50 in that first game. Rocky will travel to the Mining City tomorrow. They'll take on the Tech Ordiggers. Those games Saturday, those games at 5:30 and 7:30. We'll be back here on play Carroll and Tech at home in a couple weeks back here. Until then, have a great Battle and Bear week.